Planets is a series of 7 shortish movements in a symphonic suite format, where Gustav Holst, the English composer, writing in 1914, 1915, wrote a series of movements connected to the planets really by some kind of quasi-mythological, astrological connection. So, for example, we have Mars, the bringer of war, Venus, the bringer of peace, Mercury, the winged messenger, Jupiter, the bringer of jollity, Saturn, the bringer of old age, and so on and so forth. And it's quite a rum collection of titles, but the connection with things astronomical is a little bit more tenuous. It really is more of an astrological kind of suite. And a little bit of fantasy, I think, thrown in. So the characterizations of each of these planets is brought to the fore. Mars, the harbinger of war, is actually probably the most dramatic and the most prescient of all the movements, because in 1914, when Holst originally composed this, of course, the conflagration of the Great War was just about to begin, and the suite itself wasn't performed for 3 or 4 years. Holst put it in a drawer until hostilities were due to be over. Sir Adrian Boult and others heard about this and arranged for a private performance at the Queen's Hall, where coincidentally the last night of the proms began its life. And so these incredible movements began their life. There's also the marvelous moment in the middle of Jupiter where there's a song that Sir Malcolm Sargent described as like an old farmhand drinking beer out of a tankard, or some such thing, he said. Describes the jollity of perhaps the village pub rather more than some mystical planet several days' flight away. Ultimately, it's a tongue-in-cheek look at the planets, but the music has been so successful and so influential that it's impossible to imagine, for instance, that John Williams' Star Wars could have been composed without Gustav Holst's The Planet Suite. Very definite connection there. Plus the interesting, quirky rhythms in Holst, the beautiful tunes that are in each movement, and finally Neptune, the mystic, the music fading away to the far end of the universe with a wordless ladies' choir. In this case, the Electro Women's Choir makes for a very sort of delicious tableau of planets. And much cheaper, of course, to visit them with the full forces of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra than to travel on Virgin or one of these other tourist devices where you can get up into space.